Are you interested in knowing how much it costs to live in a van? Well, that is exactly what we're going to discuss in this video today. So make sure you stick around till the end because you might be surprised how much the grand total actually comes out at. Welcome back to the channel, people. If you don't know me, my name's Mike and I live, work, adventure and game out of my camper van, who is called Loza, a custom converted VW T6 pop-top van. If you haven't seen the Loza van tour, a link will be in the description, so if you want to have a look at that, please do. What's that, Loza? She highly recommends it. Have a little look at my baby girl. Oi, oi! So this is my personal breakdown to give you guys a useful insight into potentially what this lifestyle could cost you. So let's start with the running costs of the van. So number one is MOT and servicing. I pay £43 a month from a Volkswagen main dealer for a full service package, which includes the MOT and a full service. I like this because I pay monthly for it, and then obviously when I book it in and go and collect it, it's just dealt with and done. I don't have to pay any additional costs upon collection. Number two is road tax. Now, it would cost me £30 a month if I paid monthly, but I normally pay for the year, which cost me £360 for the year. Number three is diesel. So I normally spend around £400 a month on diesel. I typically use about 4 tanks worth, which in my van gives me about 2,000 miles-ish, depending on how much motorway mileage or local mileage I'm doing. I travel around a lot for work, so my mileage would probably be a lot higher than most, but this is what I allow for it. Obviously, me and Loza also go on all adventures at weekends as well. We see the great outdoors where I show you these beautiful places within the UK. If you haven't already, I'd highly recommend checking out some of those. We always have fun and explore these great places. There'll be a link in the description if you want to check that out. Talking about my journey, perhaps check out my Buy a Rat Race video. The link will be down below if you want to have a look at that. That's where I share how van life is actually securing my financial freedom and my journey of how it all begun. So if you've got any interest in that, boom, boom. Number four would be van insurance. So I pay £103 a month for van insurance. I think total it's like £1,236, which may seem expensive to some of you guys, but obviously I do a lot of mileage and I have legal and breakdown cover in that. And obviously this particular van is worth a little bit more than the normal sort of T6s out there, so it cost me a little bit more to insure it for that reason, which is sad news because who wants to pay more? Number five would be my mobile phone contract. So I'm with EE, I got an unlimited tariff and that costs me £58 a month. And the reason I chose them was just basically because they've got better coverage across the UK in comparison to most of the networks out there. So it kind of makes sense for van life. And number six would be internet. Now, I know this is kind of an optional and it's a bit of a luxury, but most people can just use their mobile phone tariffs for Netflix, whatever they need it for, a bit of internet browsing, but I choose to have it just because I'm a big gamer. So I bought myself Starlink and I pay £50 a month for Starlink on a roaming tariff which is capped at 50 gig, I believe. I mainly use it for the odd occasion because there is places out there where you won't get signal in the middle of nowhere, and obviously if I want to have a little gaming sesh, I can't do that without broadband. So yeah, that's the reason I bought it. I've actually done another video showing how I game off grid. If you've got any interest in having a look at that, there'll be another link down in the description. Loads of links for your pleasure. Number seven, so food. This is a very flexible cost depending on your needs, your diet, where you shop, how much you consume. Obviously, I allow £15 a day for myself personally. So I spend about £450 a month on food for myself. Now you may think that's quite expensive, but I eat a lot of meat, so obviously meat's quite expensive. So you can get this cost a lot lower depending on your personal needs. What's that you say? A cheeky like and sub. Are you living legend? Give us a fist bump, bro. Number 8 would be gas bottles. So I spend about £20 a month on gas in this little camper van. So depending on how much I cook, A bottle can last me 2 to 3 months. So I did like an average cost based off of that, because I don't always eat in the van. Obviously, sometimes I treat myself to go out and eat. So you know, I haven't done a heating cost one because my heater is actually a diesel heater. So obviously that will just come off my main tank, which I've actually included in my fuel allowance. I rarely use it, to be honest. I like being in the cold. I am a bit weird like that. I'd rather sit here with it off and just put a jumper on. Strange man. Maybe I'm from the Arctic. Number 9, which would be a gym membership. So I pay £40 a month for that. And if you haven't noticed already, I'm a bit of a gym user, alright, yeah. All about them gains. Obviously the pure gym membership that I've got is, you know, all over the country. There's like, I've got access to 350 odd gyms or something. So obviously I use it for training and showering. I mean, I prefer it this way, I think. If I had a shower in like a bigger camper van, for example, obviously I'd use it when I needed it, but this way it forces me to train, because if I'm stinking, then I'm like, right, I need to go for a shower. And normally when I go, it's very rarely I just have a shower. I always train when I'm there. So actually aids my gym at the same time, which is another great benefit because it keeps me healthy. Hey! Do actually have an outdoor shower, would you believe, which is in the boot area, but I've used it once, and that was when I was in Scotland in the middle of nowhere with no access to a gym. It's like the one place where I've been where I didn't have access. I rarely use that because it's an outdoor shower. Being outside naked, just having a shower like, woohoo! And number 10, I'm going to run out of fingers now, so I'm going to have to stop doing that in the next one. Number 10 would be laundry. So I allow £30 a month for laundry. I normally use those Revolution washer dryers at the services, or if I'm near friends or family and they don't mind helping me out, obviously I just try and get a free wash with them or chuck them a fiver for letting me use their water and facilities. So number 11 would be a campsite. I budget for a campsite once a month, so I budget £30 a month for that, just to obviously empty my emergency toilet if I've been using it, or, you know, if I feel that I want a nice hot shower without going to the gym, and being able to charge up Loza, so, you know, give the a leisure battery a good old overnight charge. And the added bonus is you can get a load of chores done while you're there because you're just relaxing on the campsite, and obviously they've got quite a few services and facilities. You can even do laundry there as well, which works out a little bit cheaper than the Revolution one, so you could dual purpose that cost a little bit if you wanted to. So number 12 is the grand total. Drum roll, please. This would be £1,254 a month for me personally. Now, obviously, this is just my personal instance, and you can change this amount to your needs, but you've got flexibility with probably like maybe 4 different things from what I've spoke about, you know, like fuel, insurance might be cheaper for you. You may not want Starlink. You could save some on food. You know, there's quite a few different options where you could obviously make this cost better for you or work better for you. Just wanted to give you my personal insight into what van life costs me. You know, you might even be doing this for a comparison against your own van life, for instance. It may not be just because you're looking into doing this as a full-time option for yourself going forwards. I hope this helps people. I also did another video which is van life versus a mortgage situation or rent, whatever you're actually doing. And that's something that might be worth a little check out if you've got interest in what you've watched so far. That gives you another angle of a comparison of the both. I go through how I save 20 grand a year from doing that, so it might be worth a look at that. So I'd love to know in the comments down below, guys, how do you feel about that? Perhaps tell me how much it costs you in your current situation. Am I overspending? Could I save some money in certain areas? Yeah, definitely. I'm sure some of you out there are more frugal than I am and could definitely incite me into some of the things that I could cut down a bit. It'd be awesome to get your opinions on the matter, guys, so drop a comment below and we'll have a little chat about it. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate you giving me your time. It means a lot to me. So cheers, you living legends. And as always, guys, don't forget to get your wag on. Work, adventure and game. Mike out. Are you interested in know how... Oh, already, first one, straight away. So this is my personal... This is my personal breakdown of Ah! So this is my personal breakdown to give you guys a useful insight into the potential lifestyle choice of this bullshit. So this is my personal insight. Ah. So this is what it costs. Oh. Oh, I'm getting angry. Fucking hell. Talking of my journey, perhaps check out my buy a rat race one. No. Personal breakdown is God, what am I saying? What am I saying? I don't fucking know.